want to welcome everybody to Crashing Game Night.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Matt Diorio, as always. As you've been hearing some of the pre-show, we are joined tonight by the voice of Bowser himself, Kenny James.
Hey.
Yep. And I think we might have lost his mic there.
Oh,
There we go.
there we
he
go.
goes.
Hey.
And then the one we were talking about, the Laundry King over there, the beanied one, Gerard Barrera.
literally wearing laundry on my head because I just watched this. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Good night. Thank you, nerds.
Hey,
Yes,
peace
that's right.
out.
I mean, at least we have confirmation
out.
that he actually
Yeah.
washes his beanies.
Of course,
That's
I
true.
need to.
And then
I gotta represent.
That, of course, folks, is the babyface one, Theo Walski.
What is up, everybody?
And we're sans our maitre d' of services, the Lion's Mane.
We don't
Jason
have the
Lydia tonight.
couch.
Oh, the
I know
lion's
we
mane.
don't have the couch.
No lion's mane today. Yeah,
But,
no couch.
What the
Yep.
hey?
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I will give him some crap because Laura and Samantha both were able to see the couch. So we're gonna have to give Jason some crap for that.
Yeah.
But you know what? Laura Faye and Samantha, they're so nice.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
They're the
It's
sweetest,
so great.
especially Samantha. She's super sweet.
Yep. Yeah, she was just on a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was
yeah,
one of
yeah.
them.
and she brought up a tea party
Oh yeah.
that you guys had at a con. But Kenny, how are you doing? You've been busy with doing some of the conventions and stuff and everything else.
Yeah,
How you
been?
doing?
yeah. I had a period of time where I didn't have some conventions for a while, but at the same time, I've been doing more anime. So
There you go.
oh, like,
nice.
well, I'm Crunchyroll.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're on the recent series, Black Summoner. I'm loving that series so far.
I mean, I would have liked to have had a bigger part, but
I mean, but still, like, you still stand out though.
well,
I can still tell.
It was the what did they call it? Leo.
Yeah, Leo.
Yeah, so he was just explaining to the main character that here's what you need to do, and we'll support you. So
Right.
yeah, and I've been on lately. I mean, well, I've done so many
I mean,
episodes.
you got some big names in here. I'm looking through your list right now.
Oh, you're looking through them.
Attack on Titan, huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Some Fritz, some Fire Force. Oh, I love that.
Fire
Oh,
Force.
Decadence is so good.
Yeah.
I mean, man, you got a good list here, dude.
Now,
It's
yeah,
awesome.
a lot of them are smaller parts, I mean, one of my best things that I do during panels is all like, yeah, you guys may not know me from, anime. I have a really huge character, and they go, oh, what? And I go, yeah, it's additional voices.
But how has the response been at the cons and all the
Oh.
conventions?
Well, I tell you what, I started putting out some prints, with Fritz and Miyagi from One Piece, a couple different arcs in One Piece,
Oh.
and the Fire Force character, because a lot of people look at that and they go, dude, was that Fire Force? And I'm like, yeah, it was one episode, and then he got killed.
Oh,
That's what I call him.
Dang.
One and done.
One and done.
But he was so it's like Martin Sight, and then with all of the One Piece stuff, it's God, man. I tell you what, this may be more geared towards Nintendo,
Okay.
but man, doing anime is like the Forrest Gump box of chocolates of voice acting because you never
never what you
know
get.
what you're gonna get.
I like,
That's the
dude.
best
I
analogy
like
I've
that.
ever heard. I love
That is
it.
the best
Dude,
apply.
I will
That's the
never
best
look
way
at
I've ever
anime the same
heard that
way.
analogy applied other than the movie.
I'm serious.
I like that, dude.
We're gonna help
I-
you trademark that right
That's
now.
funny.
It's like this is the first.
I am
use
making that
ever
into a
in-
TikTok.
That's pretty, that dude.
That's
That's
the
funny.
best.
I absolutely love it because when they call me up and go,
That's, dude,
"Are you
damn, that's good.
available?"
You're
to
right. That should be a
record
t-shirt.
Are you record on this day at this time for this director on this show? And I'm like, I've never done that show before. I don't care. And you go in and they go, okay, so here's the deal. And here's the character. And you listen to the Japanese version and you
Mhm.
see the animation and
Mhm.
you kind of make it your own, but make it fit. And so that's why it's
Wow.
the Forrest
So-
Gump box of chocolates of anime.
So I
Yeah.
would. So you would have to say that that's a lot of improv. I mean, they basically give you
sure.
like an outline of a character, and then this is the
Oh, they don't
scenario
even-
that you're in.
A lot of times you don't even get an outline. You just get,
Oh,
well,
really?
this is the situation. This guy is. This
So they
is
basically
happening.
tell you, okay, so you're playing a villain. This is the scenario. Here are your lines.
Yeah. And so
Damn.
you watch the Japanese version first.
Okay. Cool. You have some
So,
reference.
Yeah, it's what we call preview. They go, if it was scene number 252,
Mm.
they'll go preview 252, and you watch it in Japanese with the sound effects and music and everything.
Wow.
Okay.
And
Cool.
then they immediately, it just goes back and you go, now I have to do it with the English lyrics that were, or not,
Mm.
but the English lines that were written.
And then with the same intensity or same emotion that it's
Yeah.
conveying.
And definitely with the same timing.
Right.
Because,
I'm sure that's the
Mhm.
hardest.
see, yeah.
Yeah.
You got intro flaps, you got outro flaps. The stuff in between isn't so much important, but I'll tell you what, the engineers are the heroes because they can slide things a little bit, and they can
Mhm.
stretch things if they need to.
Okay.
And if it
Oh,
doesn't
wow.
work, then we'll do another take, and
Yeah.
that's fine.
I now have so much more respect now for anyone who's doing anime voiceover that's how you kind of are doing it, where you got to kind of
I mean, like
Anime-
you have all
That's
of 30
crazy.
seconds
I'm
of
telling you,
preparation.
Anime dubs are not the easiest thing in the world to do.
That's crazy.
And I absolutely love it.
That's great.
I do. I love it.
I definitely have to
So-
commend, and I didn't know that it included the engineers to improve on this.
Oh
But
God.
I definitely
no,
commend all
engineers.
the voice actors and the engineers now. Now that I know this, like I think dubbed anime has improved so much over the years.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
people can't harp on dubbed anymore in my book. Like I love dubbed
Yeah.
anime.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, I hate reading subtitles. So,
I hate reading.
well, when I was a kid, I liked reading, but now I'm like almost 60. So it's like,
Don't have time for it.
I know that feeling because they keep trying to pick up a couple of books and read them, and I'm just like, I don't want to read right now.
Yeah, I'm
Into other
not
things.
like looking at you guys with your, with your microphones and stuff. And I'm like, you guys hear me okay?
Oh, yeah,
we
we hear
hear
you
you
great.
great.
All right,
You're
because
fine.
I'm using a Rode NTG1 shotgun.
There you go. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
you got
Oh,
the
there
good
you go.
stuff.
That's cool.
It's out of
Yeah.
view.
That's the good stuff right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a good microphone. It's
Yeah.
almost
I've
as
got a
good
couple
as
Rodes
it's
myself.
almost as good as the 416. Not quite, but maybe it's really close.
I'm over here rocking the Elgato.
Eh,
We're all rocking the.
but you know what?
Yeah.
Elgato's not a bad mic.
No.
Yeah.
Especially for the
Anyway.
price.
I had a anyway, so let's give some folks that aren't familiar with your kind of your background, some of your background and stuff, because honestly, like reading your backstory and stuff like, holy smokes, how you ended up in voice acting from where you started in life.
I have no idea.
So you served 6 years in the Navy.
Yeah.
Which
Thank
I want
you
to
for your
go and
service.
say absolutely. Just Jerry just took the words right out of my mouth.
6
You know,
years.
definitely thank you for your
6 years,
and it was
it's submarine service.
I was gonna say
Oh,
6 years on a
where-
sub.
Where were you stationed? What sub?
Most of my time was out of Bangor, Washington, which is Kitsap County, Washington. They've changed the name of the base now. It used to just be Bangor,
Oh.
but now it's what do they call it? Group. I don't know. They grouped it all.
It's
Anyway.
I have a good buddy, a good friend of mine that was assigned to the Kitty Hawk, and then later
man.
reassigned. Yeah, and he
I went to
decommissioned it.
boot camp with a guy on the Kitty Hawk. You know, the Kitty Hawk is razor blades now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I remember when he told me he was getting decommissioned. He was getting sent to another
Yeah.
another sub or air carrier.
I went to boot camp with a guy who wound up on the Kitty Hawk.
That was the last old
and
school sub. Yeah, old school
and-
fighter. Yeah, it was crazy.
he was supposed to be a submarine guy, but he bucked the system. They don't- Submarine force doesn't care about you bucking the system.
Yeah, I can remember like when I was in high school, like I thought about going Navy, and they're like, well, here's the thing is, first we'd want to look at putting you in nuclear propulsion, probably subs for a couple of years, and then we can look on moving you somewhere else. I'm like, well,
So,
Yeah,
good
man,
thing my
those-
knee
those are
wasn't going to
rough.
hold up for any type of.
so you could do math.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, me, no. I was not mathy.
It's so great.
I wanted to go into submarines, and so I went advanced electronics field. So I went sonar. I had an aptitude for that. There was no way I was going to be a nuke.
Kenny, you're just coming out with gold.
My
That's another
math-
T-shirt idea. I'm sorry. I don't
My
do
math
math.
was for shit. There was no way it was
I
going
don't-
to happen.
I don't mathy very well. Oh,
Oh,
man,
I
dude,
don't.
Yeah.
You
Look,
got
I don't-
that's a pin.
I don't
That's an
math.
enamel pin. Boom.
I don't math and I don't art. Even
Oh.
though now I kind of go, well, I guess I kind of art because
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
voice
Acting's an art.
acting is
Absolutely.
kind of an
dude.
Oh,
art,
yeah.
but-
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, no, I for the Navy, I just wanted to be a sonar tech, and I wound up doing 8 patrols on USS Ohio, which was
Oh, wow.
gigantic, fleet
Yeah.
ballistic missile submarine, during the Cold War. It was bizarre. And when I look back at it now, I'm like, did I really do that?
Right.
It's like, wow,
I got through that.
actually-
Yeah.
I actually did that.
Yeah.
Because
amazing, 'cause-
a lot of the visions that I have, sometimes in my head are like, wow, I was in the
Hey.
cruise mess and I did this. And I remember asking people about that. But overall, that entire period just seems kind of vague. Even though I loved it. I mean, I'm very proud of it.
As you
So
should be,
I-
yeah.
Absolutely. So I do get asked. So what got you in? See, look, the couch. The couch is
Hey,
here.
there we go. Welcome to you
It's
got the
fashionably
couch.
late.
There
You
we
got the
go.
couch.
Sorry, guys.
There's our boy.
That's my
There's Lion's
fault.
Mane.
That's my fault. How's it going, guys?
Stop moving the couch over on your
We
back,
have a
dude.
late arrival.
It takes too long.
I'm gonna have to tell all my stories again.
You missed it, Jason.
And
You
it's
missed
your
it,
fault.
Jason. You missed it. Cody was in like heaven.
Oh yeah, he was just in awe, bro.
He was in
No.
awe and just like
Yeah, it was so funny.
like hearing that. I know what kind of like the wheels were going on in his head as he's hearing the voice coming out of it, and he's just like, oh.
Wait a second.
Like he
Wait a
actively
second.
roots for Bowser. He actively roots for Bowser in any game I play with Bowser. So Kenny, I do gotta ask, did
Yeah.
you have any performance arts like inclinations in high school, or did it just come later
No.
on in the Navy? Because moving from that to 15 years in live theater. Plus, like-
What's really freaky is that I didn't start acting until I was 40.
Hmm.
Wow.
There you go.
See, thank you. I
Yeah,
like
That's
that gives
actually
me-
very
I
awesome.
kind yeah, that's awesome.
Because usually people think acting is a young person's game.
Yeah, and
No,
and honestly,
no.
like that's
No,
that
it's
gives
not.
me hope. I kind of
Um,
I've kind of caught that bug. I like it. It's
I grew up in the middle of nowhere in East Texas, and the school that I went to was probably 13 miles from where I actually lived.
Oh wow.
Nope.
And then the other town was 10 miles the other side, but I was in this county. So we had 13 or 14 school buses for this little tiny school because everybody had to be bussed in. And I really thought I'm not going to amount to nothing.
Mhm.
But I was a little bit sharper than some of my classmates, which I mean, okay, I graduated in a class of 30.
Wow.
oh, wow.
Wow.
I know that usually shocks people. They're like, oh, Jesus, we had 560 or
Yeah.
1270.
I think
I
I
had
graduated with
363.
I think I graduated
360
with
for me.
1300, 1200,
Yeah, we-
1300.
Wait, your graduating class was 1200?
Yeah,
You
around that.
went to school in California. What do you expect?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
No.
Yeah, man.
I was
I
like
had-
15. Yeah.
Every year in high school, I met someone new. It was yeah,
I
it
feel
was
like
crazy.
yours is low, Matt, since you're just outside of New York.
No, Longmont, dude. Longmont High.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Sorry about
Yeah.
that. Was that
See,
okay? Longmont seems
me-
fair then.
To me, that's completely foreign.
That's so
We
crazy.
had
Yeah.
Insane.
30 people. We had pictures in the hallway, in the main hallway of the so-called high school. The entire school was all the way from preschool and even daycare up to 12 on one campus.
Wow.
Oh wow.
So we had pictures in the hallway from 1926 graduating class, and there were like 4 people.
Oh.
Dang.
For us to have 30, that was amazing,
Oh wow.
Mhm.
So
How many
I don't
teachers were
know.
there?
well, I mean, I took typing, and we had history and math. Well,
There's still a good amount of teachers then.
again, math.
Ignore it.
math.
The only,
Let me
No
guess.
math.
the only
Mathy.
class, the only class I ever failed was Algebra 1.
Okay.
Oof.
Way.
F. I got an F.
I mean,
But
Bummer.
letters and
I
numbers isn't for
actually-
everybody though.
and I'll
Yeah.
bet you $1 million this teacher is dead by now. But he was a jerk. And
That's so great.
I would be all like, I don't understand this. And he'd be all like, he would just browbeat you. How can you not understand this?
Are we getting your first inspiration for Bowser?
You know what? Maybe accidentally, because now I can,
It's just
Now
all
I
the
can-
trauma from the Matthew. It's just coming back.
I don't want to do equations.
Oh, that's so great.
Dude,
Yeah,
if
so,
Nintendo ever does a math game,
Oh
like,
my
that-
god.
you know what?
No.
I don't want nothing to do with it.
Mario, like Mario Mathy or Mathy Mario. There you go.
Anywho,
Make Matthew a new villain.
I think we digressed a little bit there.
welcome to
Yeah.
welcome to game night.
Yeah. That's our game
Yeah.
night,
What we do,
man.
it's okay.
What
But
we
There's no
do.
we got
format to
we got
this.
an
What are we
interesting
talking
story
about?
out of it. That's awesome.
You know, and that's why sometimes these things they go, yeah, we'll go for about an hour, and I'm all like, oh, if we go beyond an hour, I don't care.
Yeah. we generally shoot for an hour plus or minus. You know, that's the whole point though. We treat this like a game
Yes.
night. Let's go off rails.
Oh yeah.
Minus, minus,
Yeah.
nobody knows.
So
We're getting into the
Anyway.
Matthew. We need to stop.
Yeah.
No more Matthew.
No, I mean,
Matthew
it's
is
not-
like a box of chocolates.
Oh, see, I already said the box of chocolates thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna
That was-
combine them too.
That was anime. So I'm sure that you guys are probably more interested in the Bowser thing. So
Honestly, one of the things we
I'm
love
more the
about
anime
having,
guy than
Yo.
anything, so, but
I mean, Kenny, one of the things we love when we have actors and stuff on is like just talking about your backstory, like what got
Yeah.
you to where you're at too. Because, you know,
yeah,
a lot of people just like, oh, you're the voice of Bowser, but you know, talking about some of the stuff that kind of got you to that point, like your
And how
theater
did you
acting and
get
stuff
to
like that.
getting Bowser?
And
Like, that's
that
all
was
the
going to be my
interesting
next
stuff.
question was
Yeah.
how did you like how did that whole thing come about that you got just lucked in, because you even say so yourself, you kind of lucked into the role
oh,
of
I did.
Bowser.
It
How did that
was
happen?
completely right place at the right time. I mean, that's just how things work. Oh man, I decided back in about 1999 or 2000, something like that. I decided that was like, I should try to be a voice actor because I like doing voices. And I used a I used a pirated copy of Coffee Cup 9 and built a website, right? I got Coffee Cup 9 off of Napster.
Oh,
And
Napster.
So great.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
so great.
Napster.
You heard it. Napster. It's real. It was real.
it was real. You guys,
It was.
you guys are so young, you don't even think Napster was real. It
I
was
mean, we
Um,
were around with
oh, we were
Napster.
there.
I
No,
remember
no,
Napster. I was
We
definitely
are the ones that
pirating
fight that
so
it was
much
real.
music.
The youngsters. Oh yeah.
we
Napster. I used it all day.
Napster, it would take me, I don't
How
know,
many days?
an hour
Oh,
to download one song. you
oh
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
I thought you were
anyway,
about to
that's
say
because
video.
the internet was slow. But anyway, so I built this little website and I grabbed Kenny James. I don't remember what it was. I gave it up a long time ago. It's not the one, it's not the thing that I have now, which is KennyJamesVoice.com. But anyway, I put out this little website and I went and I did and this is for all the people who really want to know how to do this stuff, get training. I went and I did, it was a training course at University of Washington in Seattle. But it was the experimental campus. And there was a guy who was teaching voiceover. And I was like,
Huh?
oh, I've got to sign up for that. And
Sweet.
so I went and took the course, and I did really good. And he also did, what do you call it? Demo production.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you need a demo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so he brought me over, ran me through some scripts, and and we made a demo, and it was, for the time period, was even too long. It was probably
Wow.
3.5 minutes long, and was all over the place. I mean, it was cartoony stuff and commercial stuff, and just everything just mixed together. And I thought it was great when I heard it, but now, no.
But that's what's so
Yeah.
great about that stuff, and
Well-
the coming up is like
Yeah.
you worked with
Well-
what you had.
Yeah, and I mean, and here was the thing, was that I actually put that file up on my little tiny website, which was nothing in 2000, 2001.
Yep.
Mhm.
I mean, we barely had anything above AOL.
Oh man,
And
You've got mail.
you
Yeah.
man, you were taking me
you got
back.
mail.
Yep.
But I was working at my regular job at Suburban Propane. That's right. I used to sell propane and propane accessories.
Oh my
So
god.
awesome.
Oh,
My mind was already going to King of the Hill.
Oh
Oh,
man.
Yeah. That's right.
Bobby?
Dang it, Bobby. One of my favorite lines is 6 a.m. and already the boy ain't right. But anyway,
That's so great.
I was working at a customer's house, and I was talking to my service manager about how I was doing. I was doing a bunch of things on PayPal. I mean, the
Okay.
very beginning.
oh yeah, the beginning
of
of PayPal.
PayPal.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
Back in,
right.
I mean, you're talking 2001.
Yeah.
PayPal
yeah.
was barely a thing. And this guy was paying me $8 a pop to do lines for answering machine things. This guy was in Canada. And I was going, I was being all like, hey, Scoob, answer the phone, man.
No way.
And
Wow.
like,
That's awesome.
I'm not doing it. So I was talking to my service manager about, dude, this guy's been paying me. I'm a professional voice actor.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
man.
Well, this customer, she was all like, oh, so you do voice work? And I go, I'm trying. She goes, do you have a demo? And I said, yes, I do.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
If I didn't have a demo, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys.
Oh,
And it was
Because
conveniently
That's awesome.
on
Yep.
the internet too.
she, yeah. Well, I mean, she listened to the demo.
Yeah.
If I said no, I don't have a demo, that would have been
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Conversation over. But instead, I gave her a web address. She listened to it. She had her 14-year-old son listen to it. And turned out she was a part-time producer at Bad Animals in Seattle,
Wow.
wow.
which is the studio that Nintendo was using for Nintendo of America.
Mhm.
And that's where they recorded. They started sending me auditions. I did like 5 different auditions for Sly Cooper 3.
Oh,
And
What?
oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh,
Oh, cool.
I've been doing all these pirate guys and all this stuff. And I didn't get
That's awesome.
now
Nice.
stop it, because I didn't get none of it.
Oh,
So I thought, well, I still need to do a lot of work,
Mhm.
You're still early on.
but
Yeah, those
you know,
beginnings.
And eventually I got this audition request for Bowser. And I was like, Bowser, you mean like
Bowser.
Mario?
Mario Bowser?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario.
And I was like, okay, well, what they sent me the lines from Super Mario Sunshine,
Okay.
Okay.
Oh wow.
and they sent me Scott Burns's tracks from Sunshine,
Okay.
Wow.
his raw tracks with outtakes and everything.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
And I was like, all right, they didn't specifically request it, but I thought they wanted a voice match.
Oh,
Why wouldn't you think that?
Mhm.
You know,
that's
Yeah.
fair.
so I went, Mario, how dare you disrupt my family vacation? And they were like 2-3 weeks later, I got an email. You got the job.
Sweet.
Whoa.
I was like, what? What do you
Is this a prank?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
See, it was meant to be.
I don't know. I did a really good Scott Burns. And my whole Mario, how dare you disrupt my family vacation? That's Scott Burns. Yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
cool,
That
man.
talk about right place, right time. I mean, to
Yeah,
get,
yeah,
get
you're
auditions
absolutely
from
right.
working a propane job.
I was, and
That's crazy.
I still continued working at my suburban propane job
Yes.
for 10 to 11 or 12 years after.
Really?
Oh wow.
Oh
I was
wow.
well, there's no residuals.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Think about that. Think of how many copies those
Yeah,
games
that's
have sold
hard.
over
Oh,
the
I
years
know.
to have no residuals.
It's
I was super happy to be part of it. Sometimes I'd be working on somebody's fireplace. I'm like repairing their gas fireplace. And I'd be like, oh, you guys have a Wii? Yeah. Oh, my kids love this. And I was like, oh, they play Mario? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm the voice of Bowser. And they're like, no way. I'm laying on my back working on their fireplace. It was weird. Really, really weird.
How's it?
That was before I knew that I could do, conventions, and stuff, so.
Yeah. How does it feel like leading into convention? But like, how does it feel when people do show up at conventions specifically to see you because they, like my son, love Bowser, and you're now Bowser, one of the most iconic villains in gaming history.
Pretty much, yeah.
if not the big bad in
Yeah.
Nintendo. Like
Man,
the big bad, like nobody bigger.
the only way I can describe that experience, every single convention that I go to is just amazing. I've had people break down into tears.
Oh, wow.
I've had people that are older than even I am that still go, wow, you're, that guy. And then mostly what I get is, you're like the voice of my childhood. That's what I hear.
Awesome. Oh yeah. Well,
that's what I hear a lot. You're
absolutely.
the voice of my childhood.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I thank you so much, And they're like, can you do the voice? And I'm like, and if you do that over a 3-day convention weekend,
Oh,
is your voice
by
just gonna-
Sunday,
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh.
it gets a little painful, but I will never stop doing it because the fans deserve it.
That's so awesome.
that's
Yeah,
just,
I mean, when you think about it,
Mhm.
parents usually tend to get their kids into more Nintendo stuff starting off and like
Mhm.
letting them
Well, sure.
you know, choose. But that, I mean, if you think about it, you know, you're the first villain, you're the first
I'm the
character along with
baddie.
Mario. Yeah, to be introduced to children, and like that's why, man. Like same with us. You
Mhm.
know, first Mario game I ever played, of course, man. Dude, Bowser at the end of the castle. It was awesome. So yeah, thank you. It's awesome, man. Thank you.
You know,
very much.
you know what my first game was? It was Super Mario Strikers,
Really?
Cool.
His very first Mario
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
the original Strikers.
Oh, sick.
Um,
Yeah, that one was fun.
That was all the way back on the GameCube.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Love the game.
Yeah, I've been
That's so
I've been
awesome, man.
Bowser. I've been Bowser for over 18 years now.
Yep.
So
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I
And
it's
that's-
like, and I think I keep getting better. You know, it's like for a while I was like, "Roar, look at me, I'm Bowser," and then now I'm like, "Roar."
There you go.
The
yeah.
evolution of the character.
Yeah,
yes.
you start
Right.
getting your own and
So, have you had a favorite game to work on that you've done lines for
You know what?
out of the Mario games?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I still think it's 3D World.
Hmm.
Because
Oh
of
wow.
Meowser.
Meows.
No joke. No,
That's
Meowser
awesome.
can
And
just
I'm
can
looking through
pounce
prints
and-
here. I'm like, all I've got laying on my desk are like anime prints, like, you know. But yeah, Meowser. I swear to God, when I was recording the session
Mhm.
for 3D World, I turned the page on the script, and yes, Bowser has a script. And at the
Yeah.
top of the script, it said Meowser in quotation marks. And I went, Meowser? That's hilarious. What is it? And they went, so, you know, dude's on the other side of the glass, and he clicks the thing and he goes, well, it's a power up. Gonna turn him into a cat Bowser. There'll be a cat Mario, cat Peach. And I went, what do you want him to sound like? And they went, click. We don't know.
Oh, but actually
Have
that's kinda
fun with
cool.
it.
Yeah, you kind of get to
Dude.
create it.
So
the
what
first time.
I actually told them, I said, hey, give me a second. And I was like, can't be kitty cat.
No.
Not
No.
gonna work.
Oh,
Too
gotta
little.
be tiger.
So, and then I went, well,
Lion.
I can't personally do anything bigger than, you know,
Mhm.
I mean, I can't sound like a tiger or something. So I thought, because I grew up in Texas, I was like, what about a bobcat?
Ooh, okay.
So, and I'm
Ooh.
not talking to
That's
them
a good
about this.
inspiration.
I'm not talking to them about this. I'm just going, yeah. So I went, and then I went, all right, hey, let's roll into this. And they're like, okay. And so what I had to do was I used the but rolled Bowser on top of it.
Mhm.
They were not layered. I did it
Okay.
all at one time. And what I did was go,
Oh wow.
and after 2 hours, I could taste blood.
Oh,
Dang.
Jeez.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I stripped. It wasn't my vocal cords that were torn up as much as your throat, your vocal folds.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
okay.
Okay.
Oh
And
wow.
the
man.
internet, I swear to God, the internet says, Oh yeah, Kenny James lost his voice when he did 3D World. No, I never lost my voice because 3 days later, I was in a production of Evita.
Oh,
Mm.
dang.
Oh wow.
I was singing as Magaldi, the tango singer. And my voice was not gone. I was very much present, and what was the song? It was on this night of 1,000 stars, and I was perfectly fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice voice.
So yeah. Oh, I've done a lot
That's
of
awesome.
musical theater.
That's an incredible play too.
So,
Oh, it was
Kenny,
so
for
much fun.
so to go along with just how much, especially that piece of work that's your favorite that is appreciated.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
second Cody saw Meowser and heard that, he just grinned ear to ear and he's like, "Daddy, look, he's a cat now."
Yeah.
And he's like,
telling
"You
you.
better run." And he's like, "You better run."
Meowser was a great iteration of Bowser. It really was. I
We're
love
playing
Meowser.
through Bowser's Fury right now
Oh,
together, and
that's a
just-
whole nother thing,
that's a whole nother can of worms right there. You go from Meowser to a giant Bowser that just basically just won't go away after a while. He just keeps chasing you. Do you when you do the roles for Bowser for all the games that are coming up and stuff like that, do you go in and re-record the lines, or they use some of it as like a sound bank from your past
Kind of.
performances?
It's kind of 50, 90,
Mm.
some they do, some they don't. I've recorded every bit of what they use.
Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of hit and miss.
Now with as much as how long you've been Bowser for and everything, have you gotten a chance to meet like Reggie or Miyamoto or any of the actual
No.
guys from Nintendo?
Oh man. I get that question a lot about Miyamoto. No, I have never met Miyamoto.
Hmm.
I've never been to Japan. Which is, I mean, you would think it's like, wow, why would they have you over? And it's like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
no kidding.
Because
It's great out there.
I'm pretty much global Bowser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
Japanese Bowser. There's no Israeli Bowser. I mean, there's just
Bowser.
Yeah.
But as far as meeting other people, the first time I met Charles Martinet, who's Mario, Luigi, all that stuff. I met him in the studio in Seattle. I think we were recording, oh God, what was it? Wait, you might want to edit this. Wait, I'm going to get it before you have to edit. Oh, shit. I
It's
think
just
it was,
the dramatic pause.
Bowser's Inside Story.
Okay.
Okay.
And I was coming out of the studio, and the studio people were like, you got the studio lounge. There you go. If you want some tea or something, snacks. Charles is coming in, and I was like, oh, cool. I'm just going to hang out because I could have just gone home. All I had to do was get on a ferry over to Bremerton because I lived in the area. And so I decided to wait. And I was like, hey, cool. It's Charles. And he came in and I was like, hey, I'm the guy who's playing Bowser now. And he was like, oh, okay, great. And they were like, hey, Charles, we got you sushi. And I was like, I got lounge snacks. So
Bummer.
I kind of figured it out at that,
Ouch.
but that's okay. At the time, I really didn't like sushi. So, I mean, I can eat sushi now as long as it's like California roll or maybe spicy tuna. I like spicy tuna.
Mhm.
Okay.
But anyway,
So one of the questions that we got asked a couple of weeks ago when Sam was on, and actually this is a really good question for voice actors in general, is if you had a dream project or character that you could voice, what character would it be?
well, I mean, that's such an open question because
Yeah.
is that something that doesn't exist or something that already exists?
You do either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Inspire
we had
something
Meowser
new here.
already, so I mean, like,
Like
you know,
what's the juiciest like role or like the character you would love to put your stamp on?
Man, oh man. That's like the pointiest question ever. Because I mean, I come from, you know, a theater background, and then I have to think about voice background.
Mhm.
Well, then how about we narrow it down and say like a video game character that you would love to
Oh,
voice?
Jesus. Well, now you've even made it worse.
Oh, yeah.
And
I was trying
Pandora's
to-
box just got open.
there it is.
Well, I tell you what, if I could have been a main character in, oh man, yeah, I'm pausing because I'm trying to think. Really, was that what I would do? Red Dead Redemption.
Oh my god.
Oh
Why did you
no.
go there? Oh, Lord.
It's straight to his favorite. Straight to Jerry's
mostly-
favorite.
Now, mostly Red Dead Redemption 2.
There it is.
That's it.
Because I absolutely worship that game.
Kenny,
And
you're my
and
man,
folks,
bro.
folks, for
That's
the
it.
next
We lost Jerry.
we just
Oh,
lost Jerry and Kenny for the
You
night.
you just named
Yep.
one of my all-time favorite games, which
And-
these guys have been so annoyed.
You know what?
I-
He's gonna make
No,
the
we just
posse.
gave you crap about it.
Well, yeah.
You know what?
but-
You know what my wife calls it? She just calls it clip clop.
Clip.
Because
Hanging out on the horse.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I
I
mean,
like that.
you're just all like, and it's like, oh, sure, I could fast travel, but
No,
why
why?
should I?
It's the whole point.
You know, so
Get on your horse, get on a ride. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
And then get
You
distracted
never-
by fishing
you
or a
never know
random
what
bear.
you never know what's going to happen. Some
That's what's so
asshole
great.
jumps out at you, a cougar or a bear. I mean, you never
That's what
know
makes the
what's
game
going to
so
happen.
great.
And
Yeah.
those people from Lemoyne. Ooh,
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh.
dude. Oh my
My-
god, bro.
my original horse, who I called Horsey Face.
Horsey face.
That's so great.
Horsey Face, she died on the railroad tracks, and it was my fault.
Oh, bummer. Yeah, because
Um,
once you lose your horse, you can't
Well-
revive it. But yeah.
I mean, she got hit so hard that I couldn't revive her.
Bummer.
All I had left was a saddle. And she was the thoroughbred that you got for, doing the $89 version,
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Oh man.
I've only played it through twice. Two different
You're up to
endings,
4
though.
now?
I
Fourth
have-
time, Jerry.
I finished my last save.
I've only done
Finished my fourth.
two different endings. Oh
yeah?
I have seen 2 of the 5 different endings.
Oh, nice.
Didn't know
But-
there were different.
I
endings.
think I
Yeah, I
think
don't
I
know
repeated
either.
there
some.
are 5.
Yeah, there are alternate endings.
There are
Oh.
5
But
5 different endings.
I think I've repeated a couple, but I don't care.
You know what?
I don't want to tell my wife that because then she'll
When-
gonna pop back in. It's like, I'm gonna turn to Jay. Like, oh my
I tell
god.
you what, when my horse got killed during the the finale sequence, and he
Oh,
goes
yeah.
over and goes, "Thank you."
Dude. See, that's why Rockstar written
Blues.
stories. I love it. Yeah, dude.
cried. I cried so hard.
Such a good game.
Oh, it's
Oh man, dude, you made my night.
Amazing.
That's so awesome. I freaking love
Jay's
it.
gonna
Dude,
pop it in like
they
later.
give me so much, which rightfully so, because I would get distracted, just like, dude, I gotta find the legendary fish,
Oh my
The
god.
legendary-
We'd all be sitting there.
the legendary
Theo-
animal. I'm getting the alligator.
It would be Theo, myself, and my wife all getting ready to go online and play Call of Duty, right? And we'd be like,
Cool.
Jerry, we're getting on. And then he'd be like, okay, give me a minute. I'm just fishing. An hour later, yeah, I'm still fishing.
I just flashed on something that we just played with the cat. Have you seen that?
Oh,
Stray?
Stray?
Stray. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Have
I've
you
already.
played it?
I haven't
Yeah,
been
Matt
able to play
has.
it
Yeah,
yet. Matt
I beat it.
has, though. He beat it.
Oh, well, I beat it, but I didn't do 100%. So
No, I didn't do 100% either. There's 2
I-
endings to it.
yeah. But you know what? I love cats. So I
Dude,
played
okay.
that and I was like, oh my God, every time I want to go, meow, I can go.
Uh-huh.
So
Honestly, like
cool.
the coolest thing about that game is when you go to sleep as a cat, and with the PS5 the DualSense controller, you can hear the purring coming from the controller.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it when they do that in games.
I know.
That's cool.
It
Awesome,
was-
nice.
Curls
Yeah.
up and be all like,
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I would just sit there and I'd just be listening to it, be like, oh,
yeah,
it was just that
yeah.
good of a touch. So
I gotta
uh,
try it. I heard it was good.
We used to have a cat and then she died. So now we don't have any cats. Thanks for that.
Oh,
Mm.
bummer.
my bad.
No, but
Um,
wow, some of us are on the same page because of the whole clip clop. I gotta go. And
yeah.
I gotta be. I'm the wild, wild west. Holy shit! I
Yeah.
love that game
Yeah.
so much.
Jerry could talk about that.
Jerry's
game
gonna
for
start his
hours if we
5th
let
run
him.
now.
Oh my!
We know it's happening.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about
We know
it.
what's happening. I
I
mean,
hope Kenny
being
starts his
that
3rd. Kenny, you gonna start your
being
3rd run
that-
now?
I mean,
And, dude, if you ever need if you need tips, you need locations, I still got them all. Like
Yeah.
my 2nd run, you know how in your diary you get those illustrations if you find something interesting?
Yeah.
I'm very sure I found everything that they draw on the diary.
Oh my goodness.
I would
That's how much
never-
I played.
I would never do that. But one of my most favorite things is just that weird couple, sister, brother.
Oh, that's a great little mission. Yeah.
Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. You just
Oh,
smoke
man.
them.
See, it's that game's just so well done.
well,
Oh my
Jerry,
guys gotta
since,
try
since Rockstar just got, a third of,
Yeah.
GTA hacked
We
and
just-
put out on the internet,
And a lot of it
you
got
got plenty
leaked.
of time to go do
Yeah.
another run.
You know
Um,
what's
that's right.
super crazy? We were supposed to be talking about Mario games and stuff, and
Oh, we were
Welcome.
talking about you, Kenny. That's
This
what
is
we were
game
talking
night.
about you,
We've
man.
already
Yeah.
talking about you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That made my night. Fellow Red Dead. I love it.
Oh,
So
man.
love it, man. That's awesome, dude.
So
Red
can I ask you-
Dead 2.
So let me ask you a question. So when and this is something we ask of all of our guests
Sure,
when
sure.
we have them on, is that when you're able to get together with friends and family and stuff for a get together, is there a favorite game that you have to play, whether that's board game, card game, video game, any of that stuff?
No. Seriously, my is so bizarre that none of my relatives give a rat's ass about game.
Oh.
My sister doesn't care.
Mm.
My mom, she's all like, "You're who?" And I'm like, she doesn't care.
So you guys
Now,
don't even have a card game
Thanks,
or anything?
Mom.
yeah,
You
I
guys like
mean,
to play?
I have a few extended,
Mhm.
people that they still are like, "Oh yeah, you're that guy," and they're like, "I've played that," but
Oh, cool. Okay.
they don't care. Seriously, in my life, I used to do a lot of theater in
Mhm.
Bremerton, Washington, and all of those people were like, "You're the voice of Bowser," and they're like, "So what? Can you make your entrance on time?" They don't give
Oh,
a
they'd give you a
shit.
little bit of a hard time.
It's all about, can you perform?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because, man, one of my biggest passions is theater.
Mm.
And I profess this to people all the time when they go, "I want to be a voice actor. What should I do?" And I go, "If you want to be a voice actor, first be an actor.
Mm.
Go and do, community theater. It doesn't cost you
Mhm.
anything.
Mhm.
And you'll learn to take direction and you'll learn to develop characters, because if you can't do that in front of a live audience, you can't do it in a booth."
Right.
I swear to God, a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, I'm scared in front of people, but I think I could do it in." No, you can't. You're
Mm.
so inhibited
Mhm.
that you can't do it in a booth, because the booth has a window and the window has a director and stuff. And you're like, "Oh,
You're
I'm
still performing in front of someone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
so
Yep.
you need to learn performance in the theater."
Nice.
That's one of my biggest professions, is that if you want to be a voice actor, first just be an actor.
Okay.
I did so much, even though I didn't start acting until I was 40. I did so many community theater plays and musicals. I think in 10 or 12 years, I did something along 25 productions,
Wow.
including some big stuff like,
Wow.
leads
nice.
in like Carousel. And, it's just,
That's
it's what I'm so just go and act. Voice
So
acting,
to take
voice
it, it's
acting will just come
theater.
along.
Theater is your
If
love.
you can,
Yes.
yes, if you can get up in front of people and pull off a character and not worry about what people are thinking,
Mhm.
because that's what acting is. You're listening and you're reacting. And if you can't do that, you can't do it in a booth.
Right.
There's no way.
Mhm. Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably what I would leave you with.
That's really good advice,
That's
because I mean, like,
that's
especially with theater, like I feel
Yeah.
like in theater, in comparison to voice acting, theater offers you more feedback than voice acting.
Oh, there's lots and lots of feedback.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
I adore theater, even community theater level. I miss it so much. But because I do conventions and
Mhm.
I have anime recordings now and all that stuff, and it's so hard for me to lock. Well, plus I have this. I mean, how many parts do you know?
Bro, let it rock, man. Let it rock.
There's a
Well-
reason we call him Lion's Mane.
Jason, you
Um,
got a while to catch up.
Except that
Yeah,
I'm,
let it
Yeah.
rock, man. I remember having it that long, man.
Oh, no.
I have
That's
really
awesome.
long hair and I'm 59 years old. So
Nice.
yeah.
Yep. So Kenny, I want to, especially this was super short notice when you're talking and you say, "Hey, let's do it Tuesday." But I absolutely want to thank you for
Yes,
being
thank
a
you
guest
so
with us
much.
tonight.
No, I'm just
and-
glad that when you sent me the email,
Mhm.
I was like, well, we should do it this Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's because for the next month,
Mm.
I'm pretty much at a convention
Conventions?
every weekend,
Mhm.
Oh wow!
including-
Okay.
including going to Santiago, Chile.
Hey.
Wow.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
I'm like,
Dang.
what? Yeah, so that's going to be interesting.
But thank you very much for squeezing us
Yeah.
in. And man,
Oh,
my fellow Red Dead brother, thank you.
oh,
I
man.
knew Jerry's gonna say that.
Jerry's gonna milk this.
Yes, he
Oh,
is.
I'm drawn down on you, man.
Oh, I got you, baby.
Um,
That posse going.
I mean,
for
Jerry, you got to aim your gun at the camera.
And
Right.
Oh, that's right.
I know like
that's why he's bad at COD.
7.
Oh,
I think
okay.
I
Okay.
think I know 7 or 8 of those main actors.
Oh wow!
No,
no
and-
way.
Oh,
Oh.
Man, I'm every time I see them, I go, God, I hate you guys so much.
Yeah, man.
And then that's when he goes like, "Get me in on Red Dead 3."
yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Like,
you know
yes.
slide me in
the
there.
whole thing with oh shit, now I can't think of his name. That sucks. Edit that out.
It's okay.
But main character,
Oh, Arthur.
Arthur?
Arthur.
Yeah.
You know that actor is he's Irish American.
Okay.
And
Oh.
I talked to him one time and went, your accent was so interesting.
Yeah.
He told me what he did was he squished together a bunch of different Southern accents.
Oh,
Hmm.
Oh, nice.
And that's how he came up with Arthur.
okay.
Wow.
And it's really great
That's a
to
good
hear
little
him
tidbit.
talk.
Oh, cool.
Because if he's speaking to you in his normal voice, he doesn't have a very much of an Irish accent, just a little bit, not much.
Mhm.
Hmm.
But if he wants to go into Arthur, it just comes
Seamless.
out, you know.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's so
Yeah.
So
cool.
the actor's name is Roger Clark.
Yeah, it's Roger. Clark.
Surprisingly enough,
Yeah.
another little tidbit. He was born in New Jersey, but he was raised in Ireland.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
So
And-
cool.
When you speak to him in person, if you get to,
hmm
he has a slight Irish accent. It's
Oh, that's
not,
awesome.
It's not much, but it's just there's a little bit there
Oh, that's very cool.
Oh, cool.
that I just sort of tried to, do that.
Just a little bit. Got that.
But yeah, so for those that kind of tuned in tonight and was kind of lurking in the background or gonna be watching this, listening to this weekend, when we release the episode this weekend, we will have a profile for Kenny on our website. So if you want to go actually find the link to his actual website that he was talking about now, and his social media, we'll have the links on there for you to go in and hop on in and check out those things. But once again, Kenny, thank you for crashing game night with us.
No, man.
Thank
It
you,
was an
brother.
absolute pleasure.
Great.
And
I was just thinking just now, going, are we still streaming?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm at that point
We're
where it's time
wrapping
to
it up,
call
but
it.
yeah.
Honestly, we
see,
could.
We're past that hour mark, but I got here
Yeah.
late, so we had to reset
But-
the hour. And
But also
Hey.
too is, you know what, Jason, we started off the show a little bit introducing Cody to Bowser.
oh,
So showing off his
See,
amiibo,
that's-
his Build-A-Bear. So honestly, we run over a few minutes, but no, it's and Kenny, I absolutely can't thank you enough for kind of just doing the voice for Cody, because
Yeah, man.
Bowser is his jam. It's
Yeah.
like he absolutely loves it. So
it's
thank you for
my-
that.
absolutely my pleasure. It's
Um,
it only hurts after about like say if I'm at a Comic-Con and
Mhm.
it's Sunday,
Mm.
that's when
That's when it hurts.
yep, it really hurts.
that's when it starts to hurt.
So, but with that, I'm just gonna, everybody that joined us, if you like what you heard, as always, hit the subscribe button on the platform of your choice for back episodes, including if you want to go check out the episodes with Peach herself, Samantha Kelly, or
Yeah.
Rosalina, Laura Faye Smith. Go check out crashgamenight.com. And I'm just gonna say, guys, just be excellent to each other and stay frosty.
That's right, everybody. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And all you nerds
Stealing
out
it
there.
again.
I'm sorry, man. That's my thing. That was always been my thing.
No, it's not.
No.
Nope, not.
No.
Nope. It's always
Really?
thank you, my nerds. It's always thank you,
Yeah.
my
Come
nerds.
on,
As always,
man.
thank you, my nerd.
Sorry,
dare
man.
you.
You know
How
what?
dare you.
I'm sorry. I'm going back to it.
He's thinking about Red Dead Redemption. That's all.
Yeah.
I am.
He's taking a shot at his crack.
Thank you all for joining. I just want to say to all of those who have been discriminated against, who have been shown hate, who have been hurt, just know that we want to show you support. We are there with you. For those whose voices who have been trying to, been taken away, or choices been taken away, we want to tell you that we're there for you. We want to show support, and let's all just try and show a little bit more compassion, some patience, and a little bit more love out there, and help out if we can. Thank you, nerds.
And
Well,
thank
now
you.
now
Thank
he's
I'm all on board with that. Thank you.
Thank you.
We've been doing
now-
that. Yeah, we've
now
been
he's-
doing that for a while now. It's what
We haven't stopped ever since we
haven't-
started. man.
Yeah, since
Oh,
we
yeah.
started, it's always been
don't stop, won't stop.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason. Hey,
How's it going,
and-
guys? How's
hey,
it
hold
going
on,
tonight?
Jason, be kind. Rewind.
Oh, get out of here. Why is everybody feel it's because we're always like one of the
Wait a
last
minute.
here. They just always see all our
Right.
stuff.
Hey,
It's just
wait.
like
You know
Be
what?
kind.
It was some you know why, Theo? It's a good send. It's a good
You're
send off
welcome.
because subconsciously I thought I came up with it. So you
Wait
got a
a
good
minute.
one.
Be kind, rewind. I mean, that comes from the 80s.
It does.
oh,
Yeah.
More specifically, Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Matt was a
I'm
blockbuster
ex
guy.
Blockbuster.
So I had to take some shots at him before. I was like, yo, you know what, man? Like,
I'm old enough that I used to rent a DVD play, or not a DVD, but a VCR player and a movie.
I remember those
And-
days.
Oh my God.
I
didn't
even had to rent a
Yep.
VCR player from Blockbuster.
Well, yeah, what's really crazy, my first CD player cost $400 and I had
what's
to
up?
Back
What's
then.
up?
Oh my god, yeah.
$400.
So crazy.
Yep.
It's
I remember those times when it's just like, oh yeah, get a CD, get
Now
an
it's-
HDR.
now you
Yeah.
can go like it's $10 on
$10. Yeah. On
With an
What do you call
HD
it?
player. You know?
Facebook Marketplace. You can get a
Yep.
DVD player for freaking $10.
Oh man. But
But Jason,
Back to
hey,
you, Jason.
how's it going, guys? I missed out on the beginning. So, anyways, thank you, Mr. Kenny James, for joining us tonight. As always, you are always welcome on this couch anytime. Just hit up Matt, just hit us up. Anytime you want to jump on this
See,
couch.
I love the background, the couch.
Yes,
I love that.
this is our couch. And I was,
That looks like
Yep.
that
I was
looks
late
like
coming
a-
to the party.
That looks like a good couch.
Oh, dude, it's evolved over the years. It's evolved.
Yes, it
over the
has.
years. So thank goodness we try to put it in the budget somehow, some way. But anyways, you're always welcome back here. Thank you so much for enjoying.
absolutely.
No,
Yes.
I'm glad to participate. Hope this will get you guys a couple of views.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, man. Of course.
Oh man, I mean, I'm fixing to go on a tear. Jesus Christ. I've got this coming weekend, I'm in Savannah, Georgia.
Okay.
Then the weekend after, I'm in Pensacola, Florida.
Oh,
And then the
That's
weekend after that, I'm in Wichita, Kansas.
Ooh,
And
you're
then-
going all over.
2 weeks after that, I'm in Santiago, Chile. And then a week after that, oh God, I don't even remember where I am. But this next month is insane.
That is crazy.
Just travel.
Yeah.
Not even a month. That's almost like 2 months. Jeez.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, travel safe.
It's 6 weeks of hell.
Travel safe, man. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Be safe
hopefully
out
the
Yeah, I always
Make sure you
hope that,
lubricate.
that the planes don't fall out of the sky and all
yeah.
yeah, you know, get that you know, get the snacks on
Yep.
the plane, you know, relax.
I'm
go get
telling
the
you.
sightseeing.
They
Dude,
don't
they don't give you
pictures.
snacks
Hey.
really anymore, Jason.
Not
Yeah.
really.
Yeah,
Oh,
they don't always send us first class.
Oh,
Oh, that's a bummer.
well,
putting me in the back of the plane.
Sometimes I'm lucky if I get, premium economy. So
hopefully,
Oh,
you know,
jeez.
Well,
hopefully those travels are safe. Oh
Right.
man.
Miyagi.
Yes.
Woo.
That's
You know.
awesome.
But as always,
I've done so
Please.
much
Please.
anime now. It's insane.
please shout outs to all of you guys out there in the world, you know, like thank you for listening to us again.
Wait, we're still going?
Oh,
We
we
still
of
are.
course.
Yeah, we're still going.
Of course.
We're
because
wrapping it up.
Jason's got
Yeah.
his line he's got to say.
Guys,
and
Yeah,
then
we're doing our
we-
outro.
I mean, like
Yeah.
we have an outro right now, and there's a line that we always end it out with, but
That's
you know,
okay. I don't think I said anything weird.
No.
We
no,
all
no.
say
No.
weird things, so you're
Yeah.
good.
This
You're
is
good
game night.
company.
Just
this
gonna-
is
I'll
game. This is
just-
game
but-
night. You know, like normally
just,
this would be
um,
another refreshment in my hand, but you know, I'm trying to keep it.
I'll just sit here calmly for the outro.
We're almost done, Jay.
But anyways, guys, shout outs to all of you guys out there. Teachers back in school, you know.
Yep.
Look, I know they're looking forward to Halloween time, so same with the kids. But anyways, pointing at that guy right there. My man Theo. I missed you guys at the beginning, but you know, I'm here for the end. My man Theo, send us out like you always do.
Well, thank you all for clip clopping your way over, whether it be on
We're gonna
Twitch
start a posse.
or-
We're gonna start a posse, man.
or on the
I'm
podcast
down.
platform of your choice. But until next time, TTFN, ta-ta for now.
Good night, everybody.
Y'all come back out.